Hi, I'm Oasis and I'm a affiliate 20. You know how I badly wished for this to have been a work of fiction, at least. But if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. I'd always wanted to be a medic since I was a child. You know, the idea of just getting to help people, getting to make real differences in their lives actually fueled my ambition. And for me, it wasn't just a career choice, it was a calling. And you know, I studied so hard in high school just to maintain top grades and not even to brag. In the history of my school, I know I would always be remembered as one of the brightest students. And you know, after high school, uni came calling, and my friends and family actually were filled with pride and joy when I gained admission to study medical lab science in, if not the best institution in the country, I would say one of the best institutions in the country. It was a dream come true for me, and I was really ready to seize it with both hands, you know, not to let it slip through my hands. But life happened to me. Rather, my school happened to me. First semester in the first year, I found myself in my own head. You know, the pressure to excel was unyielding, especially after learning that my almighty school had an unchanging limited space for medical students, like in the second year onward. And more than half of us that matriculated into the departments would not proceed. And it didn't matter whether or not you failed. There is a fixed quota for each department in the faculty, and regardless of a significant failure, majority would still not cross because that's supposed to be the system. I thought I could handle it all, you know, that my passion for medicine would carry me through. But then the results came in, and although I didn't fail, only that it was quite evident I would not make the cut. And I really don't want to have to explain to anybody. Like evidence day, but I don't say I go still explain tire so well, I couldn't blame my classmates for being so smart, so could I? I felt like I had let everybody down, you know. My parents who had invested so much. This is one of the struggles of being a content creator, but like yeah. So as I was saying, I felt like I had let everybody down. You know, my parents who had invested so much into my education already. My only sibling who would always cheer me on, regardless of what it is about. And you know, my friends and family and other people that were looking up to me in some way. You know, people who had believed in me, and most of all, myself. I felt like I let myself down. I let myself down. The dream I held on to suddenly felt unattainable, you know, slipping through my hands like sand. I questioned my worth and my whole existence and whether I had chosen the wrong path in life. And at a point, I wanted to end it all for real. I know everyone says failure is not the end of the world or the end of the road, but I really couldn't deal with having a big part of my life getting snatched away from me, knowing how hard I had worked for it. I never truly knew what failure meant, and there I was feeling like a total failure, and that feeling consumed me. But then, am I a failure? No. It's not as though I've been outrightly dropped off my journey as a medical student. Maybe I later will, but the fact that the system makes you believe you're a failure and fault yourself for not making the cut should really be questioned. Because in reality, you did not fail. I didn't. No, I did not fail. I would say my best was actually good enough, but their system is built in a way to not fit as many people that matriculated into the department, regardless of how beautifully they performed. And please just ignore whatever is going on in the background because I really decided that I'm not going to be filming this inside my house because I just want to, I don't want to be in a space I would be very comfortable with. Oh, I'm so comfortable with. Oh, fuck, let's just move on. Anyway, I've accepted this as my harsh reality as a Nigerian student. And though I'd be lying if I said I'm not hurt from merely thinking about being dropped. The thought of being dropped just, keeps popping in my head and it just weakens me. It weakens my soul, my whole being. But then I've already taken this whole thing with a pinch of salt long ago before it happens. And if I eventually get dropped, would I am I willing to pursue my medical career again? I really wish I would, but then I've lost every form of courage within me to start all over again. Really, I'm at that stage in life where I am so scared of failing, of wasting my time, and having to restart my life all over again. Especially after I once had to restart my life at some point. Omo. I don't know why this is funny to me. It's actually not funny, but what can I do but laugh? And I don't know. What am I going to be doing in my life? I'll figure it out, I guess. But I'm a failure. Please like and subscribe.
There's nothing to hide. I'm so depressed. I'm not gonna